Hey everyone! I wanted to give a quick overview over how to enable feature flags for review apps, because just as Nadia pointed out perfectly, review apps have become way more stable, they have become way more powerful, way more features are now made available, and so the more we can use review apps, the more we can save time, because when you're on a merge request and you see this little button here, View App, that basically means an entire instance is already set up. So compared to Gitpod, you don't have to wait for the 10 to 15 minutes of setup time. And some of the features that on Gitpod still require a bit of setup, like runners, come pre-installed here. But on the review apps, we don't have the terminal available. So how to enable feature flags? Let me show you an example. If I open the review app from here, I'm directly jumping into the GitLab UI. If you do that, you probably first have to log in, and you can find the password in your 1Password account. I didn't want to show that screen, so that I skipped it here. But if we are now jumping into a merge request here, you can see it looks exactly like it would look on gitlab.com right now. So how can we test how to enable a feature flag? I chose a feature that we have disabled by default right now, attention requests, but you can see that it is still enabled, or it is still in the code base, and we only have to enable it. So for this feature flag, let's see how we can get it enabled here. To do that, I have to go to this piece in the docs that tells me how to enable a feature flag for my review app. Open your review app and log in as documented above. We already did that. Create a personal access token. Alright, jumping into my account, preferences, access token. Let's say I'm going to test it, I'm going to give it full API scope. I create the personal access token and I copy it. So let's jump back. Enable the feature flag using the feature flag API. Okay, how does that work? It's basically an API call, set or create a feature, where we have to set a post request to our API and the features. If you have local ways of doing so, and you already know how to do that, how to call an API, perfect. If you don't know, there's also tools available. When I look for online API test, I can see, for example, Rackbin. That's the one I've been using quite a few times. So let's see how that would work. Here, we first have to paste the token. That's the access token we just copied from here. I also have to copy the URL. And I have to add API/version4/features / the name. And the name is MR attention requests. So I paste it in here. We want a post request. And in the content, we are gonna want to set it as value true. So value true. Now that I've done this, I can send, and we get back the information that everything worked as expected, 201 status. So let's hit refresh on the MR. And we can see that attention request is now enabled. So this is how you enable a feature flag on review apps. If you have any questions or if you have any better ways of doing it, feel free to let me know, and I'm going to post an update in the UX channel.